Basketball has really consumed my life for a year, so I feel like it'll be good for me to kind of reflect back on everything that's happened. Like, I feel like I didn't even have time to really reflect on my college career because it ended so fast. I feel like taking some time to myself and really enjoying that and reflecting back.
There's no place for it, and we've been professional throughout the whole entire thing, but I've never been called the things that I've been called on social media, and there's no place.
Caitlin Clark, the phenom who exploded WNBA viewership, sold out arenas, and even drew comparisons to Taylor Swift from Colin Cowherd, now drops a bombshell that has everyone stunned. Stay tuned, because this could redefine her career and the entire league.
Allow me to publicly thank the Indiana Fever for putting up such a great fight tonight and for battling back again and again and again all season long. Let me thank Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell and all the rest for refusing to say die, refusing to lose, fighting back again and again and again, and playing at a much higher level than they should be at this stage and age. Was I ever entertained?
From NCAA's all-time scoring leader to making history with 19 assists in a single WNBA game, Clark isn't just a player, she's a phenomenon. Analyst Colin Cowherd even likened her to Taylor Swift due to her cultural influence.
Things that this group accomplished that, a lot of people probably didn't think was possible, one, to start the season, and two, after the start we had to the season. So, yeah, it'll definitely be probably a little weird for me over the course of the first couple weeks, and then I'm sure I'll get bored and pick up a basketball again. So,
mid-season, Caitlin Clark stunned the WNBA world by announcing she'd skip overseas play and rest, saying plainly, "I'm not going to rush my way back," and stepping away until April.
We don't want fans that are going to degrade us and call us names. I mean, we already see what's happening in the world and what we have to deal with in that aspect. And, we come to play basketball for our job and it's fun, but we don't want to go to work every day and have social media blown up over things like that. It's uncalled for, and something needs to be done, whether it's, them checking their fans or this league checking it. There's no time for it.
A bold move, earnings from sponsors like Nike, $28 million deal, give her flexibility, and fans and analysts applauded her choice.
Now has 761 points, breaking the record once held by Simone Augustus. However, there is a caveat. Augustus set the mark back in 2006 when the WNBA regular season was just 34 games. Clark broke the record in 39.
After 2 back-to-back seasons, Clark prioritized strength and recovery. She admitted spending a lot of time in the weight room, joking about body transformation photos going viral.
How I would grade myself, I'm a tough grader. I feel like I had a solid year, but for me, the fun part is, I feel like I'm just scratching the surface, and I'm one that's nitpicking every single thing I do, and I know I want to help this franchise get even better, help my teammates get even better, be better for my teammates. And I know there's a lot of room for me to continue to improve. So that's what excites me the most. I feel like I can continue to get a lot better. And before we know it, I'm sure we'll all be back here. And
when Clark missed 5 games, ratings halved and ticket prices plummeted, proof she's central to WNBA's mainstream momentum.
Got a lot of players, a lot of these wonderful ladies who bust their tail to make the WNBA what it was. Here's the reality. It wasn't what it is. The quality of basketball may have been up to snuff, and you had somebody as popular as Cheryl Swoops, who had her own signature shoe, had to deal with Nike and all of this other stuff. But the bottom line is, very few people gave a damn.
Despite her on-court dominance, Clark faced intense physical scrutiny, pokes, pushes, and hard fouls aimed at rattling the rookie.
Fun watching Caitlin Clark's rookie season, which is now over. The Indiana Fever knocked out of the postseason by the Connecticut Sun in a 2-game sweep. And so we got to see the carryover from Iowa transition to the pro game, her ability to help develop a team's cohesion and chemistry. And we saw that work so well as the season went on. Clearly brought, like a magnet, phenomenal attention to the league, bringing new fans, a committed fan base, not just in her home arena, but bringing fans to away arenas and packing the houses and increasing different venues from smaller to larger because of their presence. It's been
Though barred from Team USA's Paris roster, Caitlin turned that snub into fuel. Christine Brennan publicly challenged coach Cheryl Reeves' comments, sparking backlash and scrutiny.
I think it's really just the fans, her fans, the Iowa fans, now the Indiana fans that are like, they ride for her. And I respect that respectfully, but sometimes it's very disrespectful. I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to it, and I don't believe she stands on any.
Clark's return? Likely April, with Fever direct deal kicking in. Unrivaled league and $1 million summer payout. Choosing rest over nonstop grind.
So will Caitlin Clark be a good pro? Absolutely. Will Caitlin Clark come into the WNBA and do what she's doing right now? Immediately? Absolutely not. Not gonna happen.
Okay.
Reddit fans say, good for her. She deserves a break, lol. She'll be fresh as a daisy for next season. Reddit.com. On r/WNBA, debates swirl. Some claim her appeal is enhanced by her race. Others say her talent alone is electric.
Fourth in betting odds on being MVP at the WNBA. These people are so disrespectful and so unknowledgeable and so stupid that it gives women's basketball a bit.
Caitlin Clark isn't just a star, she's a movement. She's demanding rest, respect, and autonomy. Whether white or not, she broke records, redefined rookie impact, and packed arenas.
I got a technical for basically being mad at myself because I missed the three and then I went and hit the backboard, and he told me it was disrespectful to the game of basketball. So I don't know, it reminded me of the technical that I got in college where I said, damn it, where it's like a personal frustration. Had nothing to do with my team, had nothing to do with their reffing, had nothing to do with other team. It was just because I'm a competitor and I felt like I should have been making more shots. So, but I think he fired me up to continue to play a lot harder. I thought we got a lot better after he did that. So I want to thank him for that.
So, is Caitlin Clark reshaping how women's basketball careers are managed? Is she setting a blueprint for self-care over hustle culture? Let us know in the comments. Are you team rest or team hustle?
People are watching women's basketball right now. It all started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, like, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person, it's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize.
She shattered scoring records, sold out arenas, and made women's basketball must-see TV. But now, Caitlin Clark just dropped a bombshell. She's stepping away from basketball until April. This isn't just a break. This could shake the very foundation of the WNBA.
People don't understand, like, if they think it's personal, but when I get between the lines, if friends or anything, if my teammate right here went to play for another team, I'm going to be competitive, I'm going to talk trash to her just because I'm super competitive and that's what we do. But off the court, we're going to kick it and have fun. So I think that's a part of the game, and just trying to normalize, like, trash talking is okay, but not taking it personal off the court. And obviously that has become a thing and people are just trying to make it seem like it's something, but I love Caitlin, I love her game, and I admire everything that she's done.
Clark's rise wasn't just athletic, it was cultural. From 2,850 minutes in 81 games to being called the WNBA's Steph Curry, Clark exploded into pro basketball like a supernova and pulled the entire league with her. Then came the twist nobody saw coming. After carrying the Indiana Fever all season, Clark announced she's taking 200+ days off, no overseas ball, no 3x3, just rest. In her words, it's time to reset. Clark logged more minutes in 1 year than most rookies do in 2. Her legs needed rest. Her shoulders carried a franchise. Even NBA analyst Brian Windhorst said, rest is the best weapon she has right now. But it wasn't just the grind. It was the grind plus the whistles that never came. Fans raged. Analysts questioned the bias. Why wasn't Clark getting star calls like Aya Wilson or Breanna Stewart? Even LeBron James has come to her defense, and fans have demanded the WNBA step up. But game after game, Clark absorbed body shots without a single whistle. Then came the boiling point. In a playoff game versus the Connecticut Sun, a fan began heckling Clark relentlessly. She kept quiet until she finally had enough. Like LeBron once did, Clark called security. The fan was removed. Her biggest rival? Angel Reese. The feud started in college, and it hasn't slowed down. While Reese hasn't commented on Clark's exit, insiders say her path to a championship just got a whole lot easier. Meanwhile, Alyssa Thomas faced Clark's fan base head-on, blasting them for harassment and even suggesting racial bias in the outrage. But critics quickly pointed out, when Angel Reese tackled Alyssa earlier, she said nothing. When Clark got shoved, outrage, double standard. But even on the sidelines, Clark's legacy moves forward. Nike's $28 million contract, highest jersey sales in the WNBA, and the reason casual fans tuned in for the first time. Drop a comment below. Was Caitlyn right to walk away? Or should she have kept going? Subscribe for more WNBA fire.